Meanwhile, supermarkets are tightening their rules to protect the public by banning those who aren't wearing masks. Janet, this is all well and good, but how are they going to police this?
Well, yesterday I noticed that Morrison's was the first supermarket that was straight off the mark and said no one's coming in our store if they're not wearing a mask, and the only excuse is medical, reasons. That's the only way you can come in the store. And also the other business about shopping in pairs. I mean, I go to the supermarket and I see people in pairs. That's not necessary. That is just not necessary.
But people get quite aggressive, don't they?
They do get aggressive, and I've spoken to people. I was in a local Tesco Express and I put it on Twitter, no one's wearing a mask. And when I said, why am I the only one in here wearing a mask, they all said, mind your own business. So actually, what I'm saying to Tesco's and all the supermarkets is you've made a load of money out of us during lockdown. We've got a restricted choice now about where we can shop, where we can feel safe shopping. And supermarkets are popular because the aisles are wider and you can space yourself out, particularly if now they're going to limit the numbers coming in. So I'm saying to supermarket bosses, you can afford to pay for the security, and you can afford to pay for the security that's in full, protective gear, and they can be turn people away. I don't really think the police should have to turn up at all. Yeah,
Brenda, what do you think? Do you think it's the security guard's job to...
I think, first and foremost, can I just say the pairs thing that Janet was saying, if you've got people that are not as well able-bodied to carry shopping on their own, then you're going to have somebody with you, or your child. You're going to have that assistance. So the going into the supermarket on your own is one thing, but the policing of it. I go into a supermarket and there's probably a quarter of people who are not wearing a mask. And that includes the people on the door in some of these supermarkets as well. So, again, you've got to set an example. They've got to set an example. And the supermarkets are the ones that are making all that money right now. So put that money out and secure the, secure the health and the safety of your staff.
Gloria?
Brenda, can I just say, I don't want to go into a supermarket where people aren't masked, and I think it should be law. In other countries like France and Italy, it is law. And a doctor called me right at the beginning of the pandemic, and he said, listen, wear your mask all the time as soon as you step out, because it hangs in the air. We know that it's airborne. You could get it just by walking into an office, walking into a supermarket, going anywhere. You don't have to get any kind of contact with people. So I think the mask should be worn everywhere. It should be law. It should be mandatory. And that's where I stand on that.
OK, thank you. Well, a spokesman for Tesco said to protect our customers and colleagues, we won't let anyone into our stores who's not wearing a face covering unless they're exempt in line with government guidance. We'd ask everyone to please be kind, patient and respectful as we work to keep each other safe. Good advice. Right.